Hi everyone. So last week was spectacular. We're trading. The performance last week was really great. It's the end of the month, and actually, I'm planning to take a short vacation this week. However, I did put I did post seasonality forecast for May in advance, although probably it's not that advanced anymore, or it's not that early anymore by the time I posted. But anyway, let's move on to how the trading pairs that performed well last week. So one of them was AUD CHF. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. It went really well. It even dropped way down to the 100 Fibonacci level, way past my initial target profit. And I actually entered another short order, but it didn't turn out well. But I'm gonna show that to you in a bit. And then another pair that performed well last week was AUD This was the idea last week, and then I adjusted my let's see, I think I adjusted my stop loss and also my entry. I kind of feel bad that I was very conservative with my lot size, but starting May, I'm slowly trying to learn how to increase my exposure. I'm still gonna be conservative when it comes to signals with my signals, but I'm gonna take more risk by increasing my lot size. The more I get confirmation from my signals, the stronger my signals go. The stronger my signals get. So anyway, so this is how it went. I think this one it hit my adjusted stop loss, which is all right. But I think it did continue going down to 1.06136, which is my target profit, but it's all right. I think we're able to lock in that gain instead of, it really sucks when stop loss, when an unrealized gain becomes a realized loss. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. There's always an opportunity to enter another trade, another probably even scalp. So that's fine with me. And then another pair that performed well last week was Euro CHF. This was the idea last week. And then I adjusted this a bit as well, similar to AUD and AUD Wait, no, AUD only, I think. and and thankfully I did, because Euro CHF really reversed last week. It hit my stop loss, my adjusted stop loss, and it did start going up near my initial stop loss at 1.14772. So here I really made the right call to lock in the tiny profit, the tiny pips. That still adds up, at least it kind of offsets my what do you call this, my commission fees and swap fees. So that's all right. And then another pair that performed well last week was Euro JPY. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. I think I entered two Euro JPY, if I'm not mistaken, because there's let's take a look at how that originally played out. Okay, anyway, so then this is how it went. I also adjusted my stop loss right there. It did go down even way past my target profit, but that's all right. It hit my my stop loss at 125, which I think is a really strong psychological level. That's why I set it there. I thought it might reverse, it might not even touch 100. I don't know, but or barely touch my 124.81 target profit. So I was trying to be conservative, just in case it didn't, and that's how it went. And that's all right. And another pair that performed well last week was GBP AUD. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. Again, I adjusted the stop loss. I moved it up a little bit, but thankfully this time it didn't hit my stop loss early. It continued going up, and then I feel like it's gonna start going down. I checked the GBP pairs, the other GBP pairs during this time, and they are all start going down. They're all started curling down, and I thought, oh, this might start, reversing soon. Probably it lost steam up to 1.84 only. It's not gonna move up to 1.845. I'm not really sure if it did continue go up, but other pairs start going down. So I just manually closed this at 1.83953, and that's alright. At least I was able to, get a bigger, a slightly larger pip size this time compared to when pairs hit my adjusted stop loss. My gains is pretty limited this time. It's kind of cool. It's kind of higher than what would have been if it hit my adjusted stop loss. And then another pair that performed well last week was GBP. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. Again, I adjusted my stop loss again the moment it started going down. I moved it at 1.31812. Don't remember anymore how this played out. I think did continue going down. Let me just check. Oh, it hit my stop loss, my adjusted stop loss, which is cool because the recent support is at 1.314, slightly above 1.3145, even above my 1.31335 target profit. So yeah, that's all right. I think this started reversing, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool. And then another pair that performed well last week was GBNZ. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. Boy, oh boy, I made a lot of adjustments here. I think I entered really late for these pairs, but I just entered a really conservative lot size because I thought that this pair might have already lost its steam. Ideally, I would love to enter at 1.95, I guess, around 1.95, right after it completed something like a head and shoulder, weird head and shoulder pattern, around 1 point, the head being right there at 1.96. So yeah, and then just move an adjusted stop loss again, and that got hit. And there you go. And then another pair that performed well last week, we got a bunch. I love it. Which is really great. It more than offsets. We still have our losses this week, but not that much. So anyway, another pair that performed last week was NZD CAD. This was the idea last week, and this is how it went. I set up another conservative buy stop order here. Yeah. I actually thought that this is gonna be a loss because NZD CAD started going down. I even adjusted my initial stop loss from 88934 down to 88662 because when I look at the weekly and monthly chart, I was like, I'm really sure that this is a bargain, this is a good buy, and I don't want it to go to waste. So I just took a risk, adjusted my stop loss, which is pretty rare. I rarely do that. I rarely adjust my stop loss, and thankfully it paid off. It didn't. This pair didn't disappoint me. Didn't break my heart. It did go up. Started going up by the 25th. I just need to be more patient about it, and I adjusted I moved the stop loss right there at 89607, which eventually got hit, and which is cool because I think this pair started just ranging near my entry entry port near 0.895. So that's alright. At least we got some nice pips there, albeit not that much, but still enough to at least offset the commission and swap fees. And then another pair that performed well last week was silver. Oh my god. I'm also very nervous about this one, considering how bullish USD suddenly, I mean, bullish USD still is, rather. I think it still is going up, and it's probably going to reverse the moment it reaches either my 100 Fibonacci level or like 100. The once USD index reaches 100, and that's the moment. That's the time when it's gonna start correcting. But anyway, moving back to silver. So this is the idea last week, and this is how it went. I moved my stop loss from 14.666 to up to 14.912, and it hit around that time when it started reversing. I think this one continued going up. Oh yeah, all right. So there you go. I'm not sure if this dropped down. I think it, if I'm not mistaken, it continued. It's just went ranging near 15. Yeah, this week it's still ranging. And the last pair, which is really kind of risky pair because I rarely trade exotic pairs. As I mentioned before, I don't trade exotic pairs in my live account. But this one I just risk out. I even posted this in my Twitter account. So I just took a risk. It took a really small lot size, very small lot size again at 0.02 only. Kind of regret that I didn't increase that or I didn't enter another buy stop order. That's all right. At least, I experienced a nice gains. My experience isn't that bad when it comes to this exotic currency. So this was the idea last week, and this is how it went. I actually kept moving my stop loss up and up and up. So from, I think my initial stop loss is at 18.78 if I'm not mistaken, then I moved it up there to 19, and there you go. And then it hit, it started reversing, just perfectly hit my target profit, which is fabulous at 19.9279 before reversing down. Like, look at that. Like, if you experience this, I mean, most people experience this, but the reverse, like they encounter a loss instead, will feel like their broker is being shady or whatever. But I get a good broker recommended by Stephen Hopwood. Their forum is incredible, and so yeah, they use Google Prime, and they're pretty honest. They're pretty transparent. They don't do ECN or other shitty tricks. So there you go. Pretty awesome. That's it. Now we move on to the trades that didn't perform quite well last week. One of them is my AUDCHF, another AUDCHF entry. I thought this was the idea last week. I mean, another idea. This is my second trade. I entered another trade in AUDCHF, and then I thought it's gonna continue going down near, drop down to 0.70, but it didn't. Unfortunately, it reversed up to my target profit to my stop loss at 0.71973, which I move that up to 0.72. That's all right. I'm not sure if this went down back now to 715, but yeah, that's all right. And then another pair that didn't perform quite well last week was USD CAD, because again, USD continued going up. The fanboy in the forums for US dollar just continued hyping dollar up, so okay, fine. And again, as long as, even though it now surpasses its previous resistance level at 0.97 if I'm not mistaken, it still has room to go up, to be honest, because it didn't hit my it didn't reach the Fibonacci level that I'm eyeing on, and perhaps it might even try to touch the 100 level again, the 100 level at the USD index before correcting. So I'm gonna wait for that before shorting USD pairs again. I'm not gonna be that excited anymore, because I think it's my second week now of getting burned by US dollar. So not gonna be extra excited. Gonna be more conservative this week, most especially with NFP news coming this Friday, most likely I'll just scalp or just totally avoid trading altogether. But we still post some trading ideas for you guys. And there you go. And another pair that performed, didn't perform well rather, last week was USD CHF again. USD, oh well. And then also S&P 500 continued recovering, which is surprising. I thought that's going to be more than enough, at least, to, hold this pair down to my target at near 1.0075, rather at 1.0065, at the 61.8 Fibonacci level, but it didn't. It's just, it's just ranging. Well, S&P 500 didn't confirm yet that didn't show any confirmation yet if it's gonna climb up or it's gonna start reversing now. I feel like it's gonna go climb up a bit. The Fed will definitely try its best to prop that up. Although some people said that Fed is starting to get insolvent, which is impossible because they can print more money technically, and also they have people's taxes, So there you go. Although they're kind of on a deficit, especially with Trump's wall and with the previous government shutdown. But I don't want to get political. So yeah, I'm just gonna be more watchful of um, USD index and S&P 500 before trading, or probably just avoid the pairs that are directly affected by those two. And then the last pair that performed not quite well last week was USD JPY. Well, obviously, this one is really sensitive both in USD index and S&P 500. This was a really, really risky pair. I forgot what lot size I used for this one. I think it's kind of big. But again, we got a bunch of good trades, profitable trades this week. Although most of them are just under small lot size, but it's more than enough to offset um, huge losses like this one. So yeah, and now let's move on to trading ideas for this week.